collecting every unfinished project. That was a 10 out of 10. It was fun. That was impressive. Good morning. It's Monday, 9 a.m. I just come back from breakfast because it's our anniversary. So we went out for breakfast and that was just nice. The last 2 weeks were a bit crazy and a bit of a bumpy ride where nearly to none got anything done. In my weekly recap from last week, I said I definitely have to change a bit of things of my goals for my 12-week year, and this is a big goal for today. The other thing is, starting from today on, my husband's work is picking up for the next few months, and so we sat down last night and spoke about like what changes for the next few weeks and month, what changes we make, what is different and how we deal with it. And also obviously because I'm out of work right now, how can I help him that this season of life and this few months are going like strong. It's 5:15 p.m. I totally forgot to vlog the rest of the day, but which is fine because I got so much done. I called a bunch of people. I made dentist appointments. I sent medical records from my old doctors to the new ones. All of that things I figured out, and I'm freaking proud of myself because this is stuff I always like put down on the long list on the, and it's kind of like a frog, which I don't want to eat. So I did that today and it took a while. I'm really relieved that I did these. And now I'm already in the parking space of the gym, and starting next week my husband will join me at those 2 classes on Monday. I'm excited for that. I mean, that's pretty cool. I like to go to the gym with him. And it's Tuesday, 11:30. I am just back from a cycle class and the aqua fitness class, and I just want to let you know, nobody needs to give you the allowedness to give feedback to your trainer. I was also an instructor in Germany, so I know the feeling being on both sides. Give feedback to your trainer, to your instructor. Like, there's no harm done. If you do it constructive, if you say like, hey, I like the class, I like in general, like I like the exercises or anything, what do you want to say with this? It is okay to go to your instructor after a class, give them constructive feedback, so that because you're going there, you're paying there, they're getting paid for it. It is totally fine to give feedback. Not every feedback is like getting included, which is also fine. And if you do it in a nice and friendly way, the instructor is happy about it. When I got feedback, yes, maybe I was a bit like after it, but I also was like, okay, what do I learn from it, and what do I have to change, or do I have to change it? Maybe it was like a person felt left out, or the music was too loud, or a person didn't get enough feedback on how they're doing, or the exercises were too hard or were too slow. And then it's like, okay, I can adjust, can be more careful that I include everyone, give feedback to everyone. Maybe I'm trying to like also give the option to make a movement slower or less hard or anything. But yeah, I just wanted to get it out because I do know that it's hard to go to the instructor and to give feedback and not just say, thank you, it was fine, it was good. No, just like give them feedback. The instructors do need it, like everyone. It's Wednesday, 11:20, and I'm making lunch. So today we'll have like a standard. So we have asparagus, and then we have a lot of veggies, just also make them in the oven, and then tofu and tzatziki added to it. It's Thursday, nearly 8 a.m. I already got my tea. It will be a normal Thursday in general. I will go to Aqua Fitness. One thing I have on my list, which is special today, is that I'm looking for merch, for IU merch, because the football season starts and we already got our tickets. The college football season starts. We got our tickets for the first home game on Saturday, which is not the official start of the season, which is one of the games they're playing for. I haven't figured out how college football works really, but it's kind of like preseason games or something. So that's where we're going on Saturday. And we figured out last night that we don't really have clothes to wear unless it's like, it's not the same color because it's crimson cream, but the only color we have closer to it, which we could wear, is the Minnesota maroon. And we don't want to show up in Minnesota maroon. So we need like 1 or 2 shirts or so we can wear on Saturday, because we also got more tickets for the season. So my plan is, after Aqua Fitness, to go to some secondhand store to get some clothes. We got the tip that there's a surplus store from the IU itself where they sell like older shirts and anything which they're not selling in their stores anymore. That's crazy what you get here. You need shoes? Go get them. You need chairs? Go get them. There are massive amounts of books. Just like a small part of it. You get everything here. It's crazy. I'm just back out of the store, and that was impressive. Like, oh my god, you can like get everything you need and more. I got the things I wanted to have and more, typically. Okay, let's start with what I wanted to have. We wanted to have some merch, so I got 2 shirts of this in the crimson color. And then I got a lens case, which is awesome because I have an extra lens for my camera, which is like huge. And if I use my normal camera bag, normally it's in there, but this way it can be like separately and doesn't have to be laying around somewhere. I wanted to have a small mirror for a while, and so I got this and this, because this one is missing the mirror on the back side, and each of this was just like $1. So I can just flip it, take this out, let's do it here, and then I can put this in, and now I have a fully functional mirror for $2, and I just have to clean it. Also, I got a small hole puncher. I'm not overly happy with the hole, I don't know what the word for it, but like we got one, like a long one to punch holes in paper. I'm not happy with it, not at all. So I saw this one for $1, and I will probably get rid of the other one. I don't know yet, but this is good. And then I saw the shirt, which is all new, all good, nothing on it, from my husband, and it's 95% cotton, and it was $5. So for all of that I paid $30. I'm pretty happy, and now I'm hungry and I need to get food. But yeah, I would say that was a 10 over 10. It was fun. That was impressive. My result of last week was that I have to pinnacle on the goals. So that's what I'm doing right now. I started with like writing down all the unfinished projects and make a proper list, and like I'm collecting currently like all my notes, which are in my notes app, and I had sticky notes and all of that, and then I'm dropping that in here and we'll figure out the next step after. But right now I'm just collecting every unfinished project or open project. I love spending the evenings on our screen porch. and to just listening to all the insects and reading and just hanging out here, see the sun go down. Which are belonging to the house, so we'll sort through them and add it to the house folder. We finally made a decision on the color for the accent wall in the kitchen, and I just ordered everything we need: the color, the sealer, the paintbrush. Last time when we ordered the cards, it was here really fast, so we can probably do that like end of next week. Excited!
This is the sound of Indiana University. It's too late to marry those kinds of numbers.
Yeah. Look at that little guy sticking his head out. Okay.
That's so cool. We just went hiking around this beautiful lake, and was a new friend and her baby. It was really cute and so many good talks. I think I made a friend, which is amazing. And now I'm just sitting here for a while and will read my book and watching fishies. I love it here. It was a really good hike. It was a lot of fun. And now I'm sitting here close to the parking area. Got my e-reader with me, and I will probably maybe finish my book for the book club. Book done. Another week in the books. I can't believe how fast the time flies by. It's already September, which also means we moved here 3 months ago. For me, it's something in between, as in we moved here yesterday, but also we lived here forever. It's weird. It's something in between. Let's chat for a minute about how and what I changed for my 12-week year goals. When I sat down on Monday to look through them, I couldn't make a decision right away. It actually took me till Thursday, as you've seen, to think everything through and then make a list of all the unfinished and not yet started projects on my mind. First, I wrote everything down that was in my head. Then I went through my notes and reminders and added them to it. Even today, I'm still adding projects left and right, which is fine because now I'm seeing it as a running list where I can add and cross out projects. The next day, I sat down and updated my spreadsheet with all of my goals. My first goal, health, is now condensed. Instead of sticking to my workout schedule, going for a run 3 times per week, it's now simply working out at least 5 times per week. Stretching stays, but I realized on the days where I already do yoga, I already stretch. So I don't need to add stretching on top, which also takes pressure off myself. 1 new workout class and trying out 2 new recipes per week also stay because I really like them. In a previous vlog, I mentioned I wasn't sure about my hydration goal. I knew, and it's still the case, I need to drink more, but I also drink a lot of tea and water outside of my hydro flask. For example, if we're sitting down to eat lunch or dinner, I always have a glass of water with me, which I refill 90% of the time as well. So I'm already drinking 1 to 2 glasses of water per meal extra. So I changed my goal from emptying my hydro flask 4 times a day to 3 times a day, which is about 2 liters. If I reach that amount without using the water bottle, it's totally fine. The second goal, home improvement, stays the same. I already made progress and we decided on a paint color. If everything goes well, I can start painting on Friday over the weekend. In the coming week, I'm excited. As expected, I made changes to goal number 3 and 4. The third one, my photo books, I dropped 2025 completely and gave myself more time for 2023 and 2024. My fourth goal about the hobbies, which till now just only included Swedish and piano, stayed, but I added YouTube because it's a hobby too. It's a new one, but it's a hobby. If it's not listed, I scramble to find time for it, and other projects slipped to the back of my mind, which happened the last 2 weeks. I also added my other passion project, which I started roughly a year ago, and it's on and off that I'm working on it. My current plan is to get a grip on it, where I stand, and figure out the next steps. For now, I want to dedicate at least 3 hours per week to it. That feels pretty realistic for me. While figuring all of this out, I did make a bit of progress, even though this week felt more of a setback week, same as the 2 weeks before, and hopefully next week will be better. Though it also includes a day trip to Indianapolis, which I'm really excited about. Maybe another woman I met will join me, so I will not drive alone. I'm looking forward to that trip. I didn't really work out this week, as you may have seen, because of the missing sports vlog pieces, but my foot is healing, and that's the main goal. I also didn't play piano or study Swedish, which I'm sad about. I'm okay with it for this week. Instead, I finished not just 1, but 3 books. I read Someone's Got a Gift, which I rented from the library. The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy is a book club read for the Romance Book Club in September. And Self-Made Boss, which is a non-fiction book. It was okay. By the way, I noticed that one of my unfinished projects on my project list was to get a grip on my Goodreads. So that is something I did last week. Like, I cleared stuff out, I looked through my TBR list, I added books I already read and all of that. And I'm doing my best to keep it updated now. And if you're on Goodreads too, feel free to connect with me. I'm excited to connect to fellow book lovers. I put my link into the description of this video. The rest of the week you already saw. I met new people. I went out with a hopefully new friend for a hike, and also we went tailgating before the IU football game. It was a lot of fun. Tailgating and the football game was a lot of fun. We met so many new people. It was really cool. Also, the new mascot jumped out of a plane. Freaking unbelievable. It was really cool. It was really fun to stand in the crowd, and everyone was just so confused what was going on. Everyone just expected it, that it was running out of their main entrance. And then there was a video on the screen where it showed how the bison was jumping out of a plane, and everyone was like, is it really jumping out of a plane? And then we looked to the sky and it did. It jumped out of a plane. So 2 guys jumped down. One was in the mascot costume and the other one had a flag with it. So it was pretty fun. It was pretty cool to see, especially when everyone got excited about it then. To wrap it up, overall, I'm happy with this week. I'm excited to see what next week brings. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this week. Like, I sorted through my mess of the projects. I untangled a lot of thoughts. I experienced new things. I did some things. I finished some projects, as I said, with Goodreads. And I'm excited to see what next week brings. So follow along. Next week will be another vlog of my week. Thank you for watching. Bye.